make a couple of comments. First of all, Admiral Mullen, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs, said that the greatest threat to the United States is our national debt. Pretty strong statement coming from the chairman of the Joint Chiefs. What is different, and why do we need this now even more than we needed it during the 1990s? The difference is that by 2020, we will be paying over $1 trillion a year in interest on the national debt. That is unsustainable. The president talked about the American dream and pursuing the American dream. Well, how can we expect our kids to pursue the American dream if they're so far in debt that that dream is unattainable? It is critical that we pass the balanced budget amendment because votes to cut spending are difficult. Both parties know that to get reelected, it's much easier to get reelected by giving money away than it is by taking tough political votes to cut spending. So we have to be forced to do the jobs that we should do on our own, which we haven't shown the political courage to do. States across the country right now are making those tough political decisions. We have a brand new governor in the state of Nevada. He just announced in his State of the State address very specifics, 5% cuts in all state employees' salaries, lined out exactly how he's going to balance the budget. These are tough votes. Republican and Democrat governors across the country are making these kinds of tough decisions at the state level. Why? Because they're being forced to. We need to be forced to, and the only way to have that discipline is to have a constitutional balanced budget amendment passed by the House, the Senate, and by the states. If we're able to pass that, we actually can turn this country around. I truly believe we only have 4 or 5 years left before it actually becomes a crisis point where we can't turn around this economy. The debt is that big of a deal. We can't afford to get to $1 trillion a year in interest on the debt because we just can't afford it. It crowds out all the rest of the programs that we all, love to have. So let's make sure that we pass this balanced budget amendment, do what's right for the American people, so our children and our grandchildren really can pursue the American dream.